Hello, this is Pat Carosa, the Buffalo Bills guy, here talking about the Bills' loss today against the Miami Dolphins, and mostly about Josh Allen's performance during today's game. And really, I thought he played extremely well, especially after starting so poorly. I believe he started 1 of 6 for negatives 6 yards, but after that, he had over 200 yards and should have won the game with a game-winning touchdown pass that Charles Clay dropped in the end zone as with 40 seconds left to play in the game. But you can't come away with this game and not be excited about Josh Allen. This is a 4-8 football team with no shot at the playoffs this year. But really, when we came into this year, we knew Josh Allen was going to start eventually. We knew we were going to evaluate him to see if he is quite possibly the answer to the Buffalo Bills quarterback position. The Bills haven't had a franchise quarterback in over 20 years. The last time they had that, they had Jim Kelly. He was a franchise quarterback that brought the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls and a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying Josh Allen is Jim Kelly, and nor will he be anytime soon. He needs to have a couple playoff wins and a couple of Super Bowl appearances to do that. But what I saw from Josh Allen today was a quarterback that has a chance to be successful in the NFL. He had a couple throws that were elite NFL type throws. I know he had a couple of throws in there from to Zay Jones that were just tight, crisp throws that I haven't seen a quarterback make in my lifetime as a Buffalo Bills fan. So that is exciting to me. His 2 touchdown throws were great, were absolutely perfect throws. His first touchdown was a laser to Zay Jones in the back of the end zone. That was really, really great. And his second touchdown was great as well. He read the defense well and thread the needle to Zay Jones for a touchdown. So that was really, really promising for the Bills. And I know he had a couple of throws that he wanted back. He had a wide open Robert Foster downfield, and he could have just walked into the end zone, but he misfired just slightly, and then he had another throw to Zay Jones where he was wide open, and that was incomplete. That was a miscommunication from Josh Allen to Zay Jones. Zay Jones thought he didn't have to sit on the route. Obviously, Josh Allen thought he did, and they just couldn't connect on that one, which was a big play in the game. And since they couldn't connect on that one, that made it really tough for the Bills as they had to come back from a 4-point deficit to win the game. But overall, he really felt it. He really, really felt it as the game wore on. And as you're getting to the end of the game and the Bills were down with no timeouts on the 10-yard line, for the first time in years, I felt like the Bills had a shot to win the game with the quarterback that they had. And they almost did. I mean, his passes down the middle were just crisp. He read the defense well on both occasions. One to, I believe, Deontay Thompson. He had another to Isaiah McKenzie, and just like that, before the 2-minute warning, the Bills were set up at the 25 to 20 yard line to possibly win the game. And after that, obviously the Bills had an offsides, which really killed them. But the last throw that he had, he spun to his right and spun around, and he threw not the greatest pass in the world, but it's a pass that made it to the end zone, and that was really what the key thing was there, was to throw it deep to whoever is in the end zone and hope they catch it, but to throw it in the end zone, which that ball did and got there, and all Charles Clay needed to do was catch the football. That's all he needed to do, and he couldn't do that. He should have trapped it and caught it with his hands, trapped it, and he should have just rolled into the end zone, but that wasn't the case. So, obviously, the Bills didn't win the game, but for me, I am excited for next week's game and for the rest of the games of the season, because I want to see Josh Allen improve and build on what he has built the last 2 weeks. And I cannot escape this podcast without talking about his escape mobility and his running style, which is really impressive. I'm a little shocked by how well he runs, and I knew he had escape mobility in college. I think that was evident, but I didn't realize he was such a good runner. He had 136 yards rushing for a quarterback. Obviously, that is pretty good. You don't get 100 yards rushing from a quarterback all that often. And a lot of his runs were great runs, maybe left the pocket a little too early every now and then, but he still had some impressive runs. I know he twisted Kiko Alonso up in the second quarter on his way to his first touchdown of the game. So that is really impressive. And if the Bills could mold that together, if he could be, with his running style, be a little bit more consistent throwing the ball, I think the Bills have something here at quarterback, something very, very special, and something we as Bills fans haven't seen in the last 20 or so years. A quarterback that can take over a game and command not just an offense, but an entire team. And that's what I've seen from Josh Allen the last 2 games and really the whole season. So I am excited about where he's at right now. I have to see what he does how many games? 4 games of the season, and to see if he ends this year on a really, really high note. If he can end the season 3-1, which he quite possibly could, and the Bills get to 7-9, I think there is optimism coming into next year, because the Bills will revamp their entire offense in hopes that they are a contender next year, because that should be the expectation, because that's what I see from Josh Allen, a gamer. Did he make bad plays? Yes. I don't really count the Hail Mary interception as really he made a terrible decision, but definitely his second interception was on him. But other than that, I thought he played a great game, and I'm excited to see what to come. So that's my thoughts about Josh Allen right now, and I'll see you next week, and hopefully it's another productive game for Josh Allen. Until next time, I'm Peck Rosa. See you later.